When you are fighting in court to protect Colorado's water, or fighting the feds for funds they owe us, or defending a woman's right to emergency pregnancy care, or standing between ICE and a family in a mountain town, do you still see that hardworking kid in the mountains near Estes Park whose family couldn't always count on a nutritious dinner?
Oh, that's a sweet question, Sandy. Um, you know, I'm a Democrat, honestly, because I believe Democrats should fight for freedom, for justice, and for working people. And that's kind of it. I, to an extent, I will tell you, growing up how I did, I had to fight for everything. Uh, but I thought it to an extent that it was normal when I was younger. I just thought like that's how things were. And it really formed, I think, the core of who I am. For better or worse, I have a lot of grit. I believe that you can just workhorse a problem to a solution. I am optimistic. I just think you can find solutions if you work hard enough. And I would say how I grew up, it affects my entire worldview and how I am as a person. So absolutely. And I think some people, when they grow up blue collar, and then, there's different ways people can take that experience. Sometimes people just want to push it down and forget their childhood. I really fully embrace it. Because I know, when I think about, the illegal raids that may be happening, those are the people I worked with when I was in middle school and high school. When I think about illegal corporate greed and people struggling to pay their bills, possibly getting evicted, I think about my dad. So the answer to that question, I think, is yes. I would also underline the Attorney General is not fighting any of these fights alone. Secretary of State is not fighting any of these fights alone. Luckily, you build really good teams and you work together in a team environment. The Attorney General's office is really big. It has over 700 employees. We may be talking about the splashiest or the scariest of topics. The AG's office is advising state agencies on all issues all the time. They're working on all different topics, and we are so lucky in Colorado that we have some of the best attorneys in the state, if not the nation, serving in that office. So I look forward to leading that office and continuing to lead the state, to be on the right side of history, whether it's for a family whose parents are, fighting the fight of wage theft. I look forward to staffing up an office on workers' rights. So attorneys in the AG's office are fighting for everyday people, or whether it's the big fight for our democracy, for trying to stop the would-be fascist takeover of this country. It's an honor to be in these positions, and I am really looking forward to working with the entire team at the AG's office.